Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Noliana Zulaika binti Nadri. So first, I will introduce you to our company. Our company name is Wood Sendirian Berhad. It is established due to the high demand from customers and other companies. It is a semi-government company which distributes methanol in Malaysia. After a long discussions with our stakeholders, we have decided that we will be focusing on the stakeholders' needs. After considering the risk management and the expectations of our company, we have presented our plan to the stakeholders, and they decided to help us in establishing our company. Attached is the logo of our company. Before we decided to build the chemical plant for methanol production, we have considered three different products, which are methanol, xylene, and essential oil. The first product we considered is methanol. Methanol is produced from natural gas. The raw materials for the production of methanol is easily obtained. It is highly marketable, and the operation cost total is approximately 21 million with an estimation of payback period of 5 years, which then deduce the annual payback approximately to 4 million ringgit Malaysia. Methanol gas can be used to produce acetic acid and formaldehyde. It can also be used as biodiesel, marine fuel, olefins, and MTBE. The second product we consider is ethylene. Ethylene is produced by the steam cracking where hydrocarbons and steam are heated at 750 to 950 degrees Celsius. The raw materials can be found abundantly. It has a high marketability, and the production cost is estimated to be 15 million ringgit Malaysia, with a payback period of 5 years, which deduce the annual payback to be 3 million ringgit Malaysia. Ethylene has a diverse range of end use. It can be used to produce polyethylene and polyvinyl chloride. The third product we consider is the essential oil. Essential oil can be produced by steam distillation or cold pressing to extract the essential oil. The raw materials for essential oil is the plant itself. Hence, the raw materials are very limited. It has a high demand. The total operation and production cost is estimated to be 14 million ringgit Malaysia. With a payback period of 5 years, the annual payback is approximately 2 million ringgit Malaysia. Essential oil is very demanded in the measured and use industries such as food and beverages, personal care and cosmetics, and aromatherapy. Considering the production process, raw materials availability, marketability, the cost of production, the payback period, and the application, we have made a weight score to decide the product that we should produce. As we can see in this table, methanol production has the highest score, which is 450, followed by ethylene and essential oil. Hence, we decided that we should proceed with the methanol production.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Muna Zafira binti Muhammad Yusof, and I am going to present about the introduction to location and market strategies. So there are three possible site locations that we chose earlier, which are in Pasir Gudang, Johor, Gebeng, Pahang, and also Labuan, Sabah. And we did our feasibility study on the site location to select the most convenient site location, and the criteria selection that we chose, there are 11 criteria, and I am going to explain 4 of them in details, which are the price of land, climatic conditions, water supply, and also existing services. So we use the scoring method to select our site location, and as you can see, this is the scoring method table. And for the score, we label the 1 for very bad, 2 for bad, 3 moderate, 4 good, and 5 is for very good. So as you can see, Labuan Sabah has the highest total score, which is 45. And the selection criteria that we considered are climatic conditions, infrastructures, local workforce, services, energy supply, price of land, public opinion, space for expansion, markets, water supply, and waste disposal. So for the criteria selection, first is the price of land. As you can see in the table, Labuan Sabah has the lowest price, which is at RM10 and above. So next is climatic conditions. This climatic condition must be considered because it will affect the effectiveness of the chemical plant. So Labuan Sabah has an average humidity and rainfall throughout the year, so it is a convenient site location. Next is existing services. Any emergency situation cannot be predicted. So the services such as hospital must be nearby and can be reached within 30 minutes. Such as Labuan Sabah, there is an hospital Labuan that can be reached within 15 minutes. For water supply, Labuan Sabah has a minimum charge of 17 ringgit, which is the lowest compared to Pasir Gudang Johor and Gebeng Pahang. So this water supply and price of land will minimize the cost for the building and running the chemical plant. So for market strategies, methanol is also used in other markets such as production of dimethyl ether, plastics, and also polyesters. So according to ICIS, production of methanol in Labuan is 660,000 ton per year. This is the reason why we chose methanol as our product. And since Malaysia has a limited plant that produce methanol, so we choose methanol as our product.
Hi, my name is Nur Alia binti Saiful Anwar, and I'm going to present on the company setup for Woods Sendirian Berhad. This project is led by a project manager. A project manager is needed to supervise and give instruction to the project team. A project manager will also meet and deal with other potential clients and execute the project management processes. He will also need to follow the outline to ensure that everything is up to date and stays under control. Under the project manager, there will be 7 departments. Each department will be led by a head of department. So the first department is the sales and marketing. Both subunits consists of a manager, executive, and also a representative. In sales team, they need to make business strategies to broaden the customer base of the company. They will also need to maintain relationships with clients and sell to the customers retail products and services. For marketing team, they need to promote the company. They are more to branding. They need to develop an effective strategies that will enhance the reputation of the company. It means that the marketing team need to portray a good image of the company for the public to see. So the next department is the procurement department. They are in charge in purchasing. The procurement team need to manage daily procurement activities, supervise staff, and assign tasks. They will also need to ensure that all items procured meet the specification and quality standards needed by the company, and they need to negotiate the price. Moving to the next department, which is the finance department. It is consists of accountant and also account officer. They need to manage the financial information by studying and analyzing the accounting data. They will also need to compile and analyze financial information to plan asset, liability, and capital account entries. And for the account officer, they are more to managing the financial bookkeeping, mailing bills to the customer, and also processing refunds. So the next department is the administration department, which is divided to two subunits, administration team and also human resources team. Administration team need to provide office and administration support, fielding telephone calls and emails. They can also maintain the social media account of the company, while the human resources team, they manage the employment, recruit, screening, interviewing, and job placement. Also, they are important in controlling the workplace relationships. So the next department is the technical department. Under the technical department, there are engineers and also quality assurance. An engineer is needed to analyze, develop, and evaluate systems based on their field. There will be different fields of engineering, which is civil engineer, mechanical engineer, electrical engineer, and also process engineer. They are also needed in the project management. A technician works under the engineer and they perform highly technical, mechanical, or diagnostic tests. For quality assurance, they ensure the end products adheres to the quality standards of the company. So the next department is research and development. It consists of a manager, executive, and researcher. In this department, they lead key research and development projects to support the business goals. It is also important for them to identify new technologies that is used by the manufacturers, rivals, and also consumers. And the last department is the safety department. Safety department consists of a safety manager, safety executive, and also safety officer. Safety department is very important in the project or in a company to promote and maintain a safe workplace. They also need to demonstrate management concern for the well-being of the employee. They will need to figure ways to reducing injuries and also reduce the associated costs, including the worker compensation and enhancing productivity of the workers. So that's all for the company setup. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mukri bin Muhammad Shukri, and I'll be presenting my team's project schedule and also monitoring and controlling. So for project schedule, this project needs total of 17 months of operations for it to finish. So according to the table given in the slides, we have four phases, which is startup, procurement, construction, and lastly commissioning and operations. So for the startup phase, we need 4 months for it to complete. For procurement, we need 7 months. For construction, we need 6 months, and lastly commissioning and operations, we need 2 months. So as you can see, they are also provided activity rules, which we have total 12 activities, which is team development, project charter, location selections, safety analysis, legal approval, contract and purchasing, installing equipment, wiring, piping, site work, testing equipment, and lastly, startup operations. Each of these activities are represented by alphabet from A to L, as you can see on the table. This is much easier for us to produce or to build our Gantt chart and OA network. We also provided duration for each activity in months and its predecessors. Next, for critical path analysis, we have arrow diagram. Uh, if you refer to the arrow diagram, we can see that this project only needs 17 months for it to complete. So, uh, by referring to the arrow, we can see that each activity represented by a circle, the orange circle, uh, and inside the circle an alphabet and a number. For example, A1. A represent activity E, such as from the previous table, and one the number represent the duration of time for it to complete, which is in months. And then you can see for each activity we have four boxes around them. For the top left, it represent early start. For top right, represent earliest finish. For bottom left represents latest start, and for bottom right represents latest finish for each project. So this is our Gantt chart. If we refer to the Gantt chart, we have task name in alphabet, of course, some A to L, and then we have year 2021 and 22, and months January to December. So we decided to start our project next year, which is on January 2021, as you can see from the Gantt chart. And you can refer to the chart that if we started at January 2021, the project will end in May 2022. So now we want to determine the select time, critical task, and critical path of this project. As you can see from the first table, which is on the top left, the table provided activity represent in alphabet, duration in months, and the next one we have earliest start. Next one we have earliest finish, latest start, and latest finish. Okay. Next for the select time. In order to find select time, we need to subtract either early start and latest start, or subtract earliest finish and latest finish. As you can see, select time for A, C, E, F, J, K, L is 0, and B and D is 1, while H and I is 2. So for it to be classed critical task, the select time must be 0. So the critical task for this project is A, C, E, F, G, H, J, K, and L. So next, for the second table, we want to determine the critical path. So as you can see, the longest duration for a pass to take is 17 months, and we have two critical paths, which is A, C, E, F, G, J, and second one is A, C, E, F, G, K, L. So next, monitoring and controlling. Monitoring can be done in two ways or two steps, which is monitored by updating Gantt chart and reports. So Gantt chart is a visual vision of the project phases over time. We can monitor the whole schedule by referring to the Gantt chart. Next is reports. Project manager can monitor the project by receiving weekly reports from every department. Each head of department will conduct an inspection weekly in their own department and proceed to write a report to the project manager to inform the progress of the project. So next is controlling. In order to control the project manager plays a crucial role in the process. So steps in managing issues, we have 7, which is number 1, identify and note problem which affect the project. Number two, create a problem block that describe issues like priority assignment stuff, assign stuff, and etc. Number three, assess the effect of the problem on their skill, schedule, and cost. Number four, decide how to solve the problem. Number five, review improve, and accept recommendation concerning the management of the problems. And lastly, implement of the resolutions and track developments in issues.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Farah Azina binti Sailan. Now, I will present about the budgeting of this project. The function of budgeting, the first one is to obtain the resources needed to accomplish the project objective. The second function is to attach the project to the organization aim and objective through organizational policy. Budgeting for this company is, the first one is total salary for administrative and operational department. The total salary is 2,723,400 ringgit. It is the cost is per annum, means it for 1 year. Second is the cost of major equipment, which is 3,470,756 ringgit. The third one is the expenditure cost, which is 91,822,378 ringgit. The expenditure cost include the price of the land, the construction price, labor and utilities, and other than that. The last cost is the office equipment cost, which is 130,913 ringgit. Next is for the cost estimation. The first cost is the overall cost. Overall cost consists of employee salary, major equipment cost, expenditure cost, and office equipment cost. The total is 98,147,447 ringgit. The second cost is the capital cost. Capital cost consists of the cost for the land, major equipment, construction, and building. It is cost 41,828 ringgit 445 ringgit. The third cost is the operation cost. Operation cost include raw material cost, employee salary, transportation, utilities, maintenance, license, insurance, and labors. The total is 15,14,359,644 ringgit. And the last cost is the production cost. Production cost consists of raw material, major equipment, transportation, and utilities. The cost is 6,900,000. Now for the net profit value. The company initial investment is 98,147,447 ringgit, and the required rate of return is 20%. The maintenance will cost 12,000 for every year. It is predicted that there will be an inflation rate of 2% into foreseeable future. The company estimated that 35% from the initial investment as cash inflow for the first year, and 25% increment for every year. So the discount rate for this is 22%. After 5 years, the net profit value increase, and the total is 72,920,821 ringgit and 51 cents. Now let us proceed to the project termination. The final stage in project management is the termination of the project. The new chemical plant for methanol production is expected to be finished and can be fully operated in a 2 year and 5 month time period, and by additional category falls under the termination. This project is an external but complete addition to the organization of the company. The last one is the conclusion. The company decided to build new chemical plant with methanol as the main production, as methanol is currently high in demand. The chemical plant is scheduled to finish construction and can be fully run within 18 months. The process selected is a two-step procedure since methanol can be processed with a minimum byproduct. The selected position is in Labuan Sabah because it has the highest score in scoring system based on the studied criteria. In addition, the land price and water charge in Labuan Sabah are the lowest among possible locations on the island. This could reduce the cost of building and operating the chemical plants. 98,147,447 ringgit is estimated to be the total capital expenditure needed for the project. Before the project ends, the project is scheduled to meet the company requirement with the successfully achieved goal. The termination comes under addition category and project termination committee must review it. So that is for our group. Thank you.